What does it tell you about a man when he curses on your date? Hi, I'm Dr. Susan, psychiatrist, author of the award-winning book, Be Your Own Brand of Sexy, and creator of How to Be Your Own Brand of Sexy in 5 Simple Steps. Have you ever wondered what it tells you about a man when he curses on your date? Do you wonder what to do about it? I'm going to tell you what it means, what to do about it, and the most important thing you need to know about getting top treatment from men, which will also help you to attract and keep a nice man. Now, this is a composite story of a number of women who've used the Be Your Own Brand of Sexy formula to attract and keep a good man. Jenny had some trouble with men. She didn't make the best choices with the men that she dated, and she couldn't tell whether or not they were going to make a good partner for her. Often she would think a man would be a good match, but she'd later discover that he wouldn't be concerned about her feelings. She was very excited to meet Rick at a party. He was just what she was looking for: attractive, smart, successful, and fun. She was delighted when he finally texted to ask her out. She was enjoying getting to know him on their first date when he began to use curse words. Jenny was so happy to see him that she didn't want to ruin the mood by making a fuss. She told herself that it wasn't a big deal. Lots of people use curse words, and she was just being stuffy. Jenny had let so many men get away with treating her badly that her friends kept telling her it was time for her to stand up for herself. She knew they were right. She finally decided that it was time to do something different because in order to be her own brand of sexy, she had no choice but to find a way to put her foot down and say no to Rick's bad behavior. She realized that she would have to say something immediately because she was setting the stage for their entire relationship. She didn't want to get involved with another man who wasn't going to treat her well. So when he cursed again on their next date, she simply said, "You know, Rick, I'm not comfortable with that kind of language." Rick quickly apologized and never used profanity around her again. He got the message that if he didn't clean up his language, she wasn't going to stick around. In the past, Jenny wanted to make her relationships work at the expense of her feelings, but that didn't work for her. She finally realized that she wanted to be treated well, whether the relationship lasted or not. When she didn't put her need for respect over her fear of losing this guy, Jenny had set herself up for unhappiness and her relationships up for failure. Finally, it became clear to her that she wouldn't be happy with a relationship like that if his behavior didn't improve. So what's the bottom line? Expect respect by being clear about what's acceptable to you. If you don't expect respect and top treatment from men, you're probably not going to get it. Yet so many women are afraid to go against the crowd and insist on what being treated well means to them. Many of us will make excuses for men and try to pretend everything's fine, often because we could be afraid of losing him. And there's a very good reason for that. Many men won't call you back once you insist on higher standards. And that's fine because they're probably not worth it. In the end, a man who isn't treating you well is never going to make you happy. If Rick had acted like it was Jenny's problem when she complained about his choice of language, she would have known that he was just a man who wasn't going to care about her feelings, and she'd probably stop dating him. A man you just started dating should want to make you comfortable and doesn't consider foul language appropriate to that. Why would he risk offending you? It simply isn't respectful. You're always much better off weeding out the men who aren't willing to give you top treatment. They simply aren't that into you and aren't going to make you happy ever. And if you try to pretend that you're okay with things that you're really not comfortable with, that won't help either. You're just letting him treat you badly and sending the message that his behavior is okay with you. A man who likes you will at least try to make you happy from the beginning, even if he's not always successful. As we become immune to the sexualization and degradation of our culture, we might worry that we're being prudish or stuffy by having standards about treatment and respect. I'm shocked to discover that some dating experts even use curse words to teach women about dating. That is not respectful to women. What does it really say about them and how they think about their audience? It's time for women to tell men that it's not okay to treat us poorly. The more we stand up to disrespectful behavior, the more we elevate all women. Did you ever have a situation in your past where you let a man get away with treating you with a lack of respect? Can you remember how that felt? If something like that were to happen today, how would you ideally handle it? Leave a comment below and let us know. Do you see where I'm going with this? If you want top treatment and to uphold your standards, you must expect respect from men. And if you don't get it, you must do something constructive about it. Please share this video with some of your friends who are also on this dating journey. Be sure to like this video and leave your comments and questions in the section below. Please, we look forward to answering them.